Hey everyone, Daniel Vadnal, physiotherapist representing FitnessFAQs, aka Harry Potter. I hit myself training on the head the other day and I've got this nice mark on my head. Let's get out the way. I know it's there. Call me out in the comments section. Let me hear it. I know I look funny. Let's get to the point of this video. So I want to talk about my own training recently, and hopefully it gives you guys some insight and a bit of perspective to reflect on your own training as well. So as some of you may or may not know, I've been trying to achieve 5 90-degree push-ups on the floor for quite some time. And to be honest with you, I'm really annoyed at my progress with this. So maxing out, I can probably get about 4 reps, with the fourth one being quite ugly. But that's besides the point. When I look back and be honest with myself, I know that I haven't done everything that I could to maximize my training progress. I know that I could be a little bit more on top of my sleep, less noise of an evening, less time wasted on things that aren't important. Getting that sleep should be a priority each and every single day. Trying to minimize my stress external to my training, I can do a better job of that. When it comes to my own training program design, with me in particular, my problem is not often the lack of work, but trying to do too much at one particular time. So what I mean by that is I love strength training. I really love strength training, almost to the point where it's a detriment. So I need to get better at reflecting on my training program and knowing when it's time to ease off, do a bit less, and actually allow recovery to occur. Because with me, my main issue that I have, and I'm so stubborn because I enjoy training too much, that I'm constantly in this fatigued state where I can't actually display my maximum strength potential session to session. So each and every session I've found recently, even after deloads, even after trying to recover, I notice that I'm in this fatigued state and I just can't get as many reps as I know that I can if I was to be in a rested state. So my main issue here is I'm going for a strength goal, but my training is contradicting what I'm trying to achieve. I feel like an absolute idiot for not identifying this sooner, but often it's really difficult to see what is going wrong in your own training if you're going about your business day to day, especially when we get into a routine. I know myself in particular like training a certain way. I like doing certain exercises, but clearly my progress has plateaued. I haven't been making the gains towards my goal that I've been trying to achieve. So being honest with myself, knowing that I can recover better, knowing that I need to be more wise with my training, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to implement the changes so that I can be honest with myself and actually actualize my training progress and finally hit these 5 90-degree push-ups on the floor. I can make excuses. I can say I'm a taller guy, I'm a heavier guy, I've got a messed up right wrist from my front squatting injury, which is limiting my ability to do things on the floor. I can name excuses, I can name them, but everyone comes up with excuses. I want to come up with a solution. I'm putting myself out there for you guys, showing my frustration, showing my lack of progress, because it happens to all of us. I know you guys look at me and think that I've got it all figured out in terms of training and stuff like that, but I can assure you it's not the case. I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly reading, I'm constantly applying, and always trying to find the best way to do things or a more optimal way to achieve results. And often there's a mismatch between what I'm doing, what I'm saying, and what I'm actually applying in my own training. It's easier to take an objective view when you're doing someone else's training program. You see their goals, you make an educated decision on what you're going to do, but it's really hard to look yourself in the mirror, ask yourself, am I doing the best that I can to make training progress, to recover, minimize my stress, and see my potential with what I'm trying to achieve with my goals. If you made it this far into the video, I congratulate you. You've actually got a decent attention span, unlike everyone else on the internet. If you are still here, comment below with what your major light bulb moment this year has been when it comes to self-improvement, irregardless of what it is, just so that we can help everyone watching to open up their perspective to different thoughts, different ideas, so we can get stronger, so we can get better. That's the name of the game at the end of the day. Thanks guys for watching. If you do want to support my YouTube channel, leave a thumbs up, It helps my content get seen on YouTube. But otherwise, I shall see you guys next week for another video on Fitness FAQs.